All right, guys. So we're gonna start off with where are we in the market, right? Because don't get me wrong, like I do see a lot of people smacking, right? But I also see a lot of break evens, which is fine. Like you're doing the right thing in retrospect, right? You're preserving capital. You see all the right confirmations, so you take the trade. But do you guys ever wonder why a lot of the time on lower time frames the market hits break even or hits your entry, goes into profit, and then ends up going all the way down? Because I feel like a lot of people, as soon as they wake up, they go right to the 5 minute or right to that 1 minute time frame. Does anybody do that in here? And it's okay if you did or do, because I did as well. And it's honestly, like you're not doing nothing wrong, right? Because when you hop on the go lives, right, a lot of the educators are on lower time frames as well, right? But they're there to get you paid, right? Their job literally is to help get you paid, right? But when you look at the retrospect and the big aspect of the market, right, a lot of the big moves that are respected are on higher time frames, guys. Now, I'm not saying you can't trade every day. Like, if you're a scalper, do your thing, right? Do your thing. But you got to make sure to put TPs. You got to make sure to put TPs. Your risk to reward and your money management has to be immaculate. Give me a one if that makes sense. If you're going to scalp, your risk to reward and your money management have to be good. Like, that's something that you have to practice on, right? Because a lot of the times what could be happening, guys, is let's go to some dollar pairs. Right, let's go to some dollar pairs. Now it looks like USD CHF. Hey, it's a big thing. We all do it. Looks like AUD CHF right now. Just by looking at this, let's just take a look real quick. My computer is lagging. All right. So, would love for this to get a change of character. Oh, you confused on that? Oh, you got to run the basics, girl. You got to run the basics. Like what do you say with stop loss and stuff? What do you mean exactly? Like when you look for an entry, you don't know where to put a stop loss, or like.
No, I think that like maybe because like when I first started, I think that I started doing market execution a lot and I didn't do the whole entry point and stop loss and profit take profit, you know?
Mm,
So I started getting really confused, but it's like I'm getting better at it, but I'm not so great at it. So I'm like I don't know. I get confused. I don't know how to explain it.
mm, okay. Well, I would
like
definitely
like
hop.
if I go into a trade and I do like if I looked if I did that whole like risk and reward, that's fine, right? But if I
Right.
was just to market execute and then I go back in there and modify or something, that's what I'm talking about.
Mm, got you. I mean, that just comes with practice, honestly. You know, because for me as well, like whenever I was placing a trade, I was always feeling confused for my first couple weeks, and then like when it came to modifying, I shoot, I felt like should I be doing this? Like, am I parceling the right way? So I feel you.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I got you. Yeah. So that just comes with reps, but definitely, that goes back down to the basics as well. So, checking out the academy basics and also the YouTube videos that I have up. I break down TPs and stop losses in a lot of the videos, so that should help you out as well. Um, but just like this, guys, we can see this is USD CHF here. Let's see. So New York Open is right here, guys. 6 o'clock, right? This area. And if you're trading USD CHF, most likely you're on lower time frames within this zone, looking for some type of setup, right? Because you're waking up in the morning and you trade USD CHF. So I'm gonna go ahead. I don't see anything really happening right here, so I'm gonna go ahead and drop down to the 5-minute, so I can go ahead and see if I can catch an opportunity. Do you guys do this? Give me a 1 if you've done this before. And it's okay, right? It's okay. I used to do it all the time. Where is 6 o'clock? I mean, you get a pretty decent break and retest happening. Nobody does this. All right, I love that. We got a couple vets on here then. Great. I was hoping we'd have some of the newer students on here. Well, that's okay. Right? So, guys, when you guys are seeing this, guys, if you're on the 1 hour, dude, like, let the consolidation happen. Let the consolidation build up. Right? If the market wants to continue dropping, you do not want to mess around in anything inside of here. You don't. Like, there's no reason to. If the market's going to continue dropping, we have a starting point right here. And look at where it's at right now. Like, do you have to, because you're looking for a sell, do you have, as the trader, do you have to buy to this sell right here? Like, is it a must? I personally don't think so, right? I would rather trade with the trend rather than catching every single play possible. But that's just me, right? Now, I'm not saying you can't, but your risk to reward and your money management have to be on point, right? So check me out here, guys. Consolidation was built up right here this whole time. Now, if market would like to respect this zone, check me out right here. Look at the consolidation that was built up. Consolidation, consolidation. The market comes into this zone, and all we need now is a nice rejection to the downside so we can go ahead and continue with this movement. Does that make sense, guys? Give me a 1 if that makes sense. So I would rather trade with the trend than trade inside the consolidation to buy up to my continuation move. So the topic of the day is, where am I? Or where are we? Where are we, guys? Right? Because when you see the moves happening and you see consolidation happening, guys, and you're able to see this and you don't see anything clear, what should we be thinking, guys? You guys can unmute. You guys can type in the chat. When you guys see consolidation, what should we be thinking? Are we trying to drop down to the lower time frame to try to catch this move up here? We're trying to catch this buy. Are we trying to hop on that lower time frame and catch this move? What should we be doing, guys? What's your guys' thought process when you guys see consolidation right here?
I personally, I let the market have its time to tell us what it's doing. So in that case, that's where I've learned just to be patient and not just jump into a trade. So yeah, I'll say that.
So when you're saying you be patient, are you saying you are trying to wait for this manipulation to happen, and
Yeah,
then you're trying to wait for this manipulation to happen?
yeah,
Okay, cool. Now you can also do that, right? That's one way of doing it, being patient and waiting for the setup to appear, right? But look, when you guys see liquidity, I want you guys to hop on a higher time frame and zoom out a little bit. When you guys are seeing this, you got to ask yourself, 1, what is the trend? Is the trend uptrending or downtrending? Oops. Because this matters, guys. This matters right here, right? What if the market is bullish, right? What if we are bullish? I hope you guys are paying attention. What if we are bullish and we see consolidation happening right here, guys? I want to know your guys' thought process right here. We are bullish, correct? Are we continuing to get BOSs?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh my goodness, excuse me. All right, so when you guys see we just got a BOS and then we consolidation starts happening, what are we thinking, guys? You guys can go ahead and unmute. It's okay. I know a lot of you guys are holding back. Y'all a little
I
scared.
thought I thought that during those consolidation times, like I usually just sit out and wait because you don't, or I don't really know because it's not a for sure thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I just pretty much wait because if you move in too quickly, sometimes you get smacked.
Okay, I got you. But now I'm helping you not get smacked.
Okay.
I want to help you identify the next move.
Okay.
Right? Off topic, but I think people mainly get confused on where to put the TPSL because they don't have a complete full understanding on their own strategy. Maybe just haven't fully developed their strategy into a full extent. Probably, yes, I can kind of see that. But right now, guys, we haven't really even covered entry, stop loss, or take profits yet, okay? So let's not really move ahead. I do hear you, though. I understand you. But we lock that in. Like, we've been locking entries, stop loss, and TPs since we've been starting these calls back 2 years ago, right? So if you guys don't, maybe you guys are new. You guys need to just continue to plug in and then, one, ask your questions. But we haven't gotten to that topic yet. But when I do go over it, pay attention and then ask your questions, okay, guys? Right? So, guys, when we see consolidation, do we have a breakout rally right here? Did we just get a BOS to the upside? Yes, right? 3 yeses. We got 30 on the call, 35 on the call.
Yes.
We got a BOS to the upside, which means we should have a breakout rally, which means we should have some type of starting point right here. Right? Some type of starting point. How many people have trouble sniping the head? Like when you're like, man, I always see the head and shoulder happening, but I always end up getting in on this move here. The shoulder move. How do I catch the head? Do you guys ever think that? Who wants to snipe the head? Who has trouble catching the head move? Right? Give me a 5 if you have trouble catching that head move, guys. Awesome. Awesome. Let's go. This call is going to be fire. I hope you guys pay attention because this call is going to be fire. If I end up going fast because I start cooking, ask your questions. Guys, when we're able to see consolidation, right? You guys need to zoom out and hop on a higher time frame. At least one higher time frame. Right? Now, when you see consolidation, guys, and you're able to tell that we just got a brand new BOS, we just got a brand new breakout rally. You know what? Let me go ahead and actually draw this for you. Yes. Let me just go ahead and draw this for you. Boom. So let's go ahead. Are we clear? Give me 1 if we're clear right now. Give me a 1 if we're clear. You guys are with me. Awesome. So we just got a brand new BOS, right? Brand new breakout rally, and we're able to identify our starting point. Now this right here, guys, would be considered the entry point we're looking to continue buying, right? But we could only get a head and shoulder. The head and shoulder happens in 3 steps, guys, or 4 steps, right? Step 1, and I would write this out right now. Step 1, we need to see consolidation being built up. right? That's step one right there. And I'll do this in colors. Step two, we need to see we need to see this liquidity get swept. We need to see manipulation. Give me a second. Right, we need to see the manipulation get swept. So this right here, this drop, that's step two, guys. Right, so we have our support and we have our resistance. We're able to see that. And we're also able to tell that we're in a bullish trend. So when you see consolidation and you're able to tell, oh, we just got a brand new BOS, find your starting point, guys. Find your starting point. Okay? Because the head and shoulder happens in 4 steps. We have the consolidation, we have the manipulation, right? The big banks come in, boom. They hit this buy zone. Step 3, the market starts to fly in our direction, and we get that change of character continuing up. Right? Give me a 5 if you guys are with me right now. Right? So now we should have our 2 opportunities. We just got a breakout rally, which means we should have a brand new BOS, right? Or we're playing off the shoulder zone. One of the 2. You're playing off one of the 2, guys. That's all I teach you guys. Shoulder, head and shoulders, and starting points. Right? So you're playing off one of the 2. Okay? Now, boom. This happened. We'll make this orange. That's step 4 or step 3. 1, 2, 3. Now our entry. Boom. This whole move right here is what I would consider step 4. And I would make this, I don't know, green. Right? And when it comes to the shoulder, guys, the head and shoulder, now this is where I would go ahead and break down my risk to reward. My entry is the shoulder. My stop loss will be the head. Right? With the minimum 1 to 3 risk to reward. Minimum 1 to 3. What's my risk to reward, guys? A minimum what?
1 to 3.
1 to 3.
1 to 3. Minimum 1 to 3 risk to reward. Does this make sense right here, guys? Because when I break it down live, you're going to be like, holy shit. This is crazy. Does that make sense how we have to wait, guys? We literally have to wait for this stuff to happen. Now, I can kind of see a lot of people are expecting things to happen, but they're buying in way too early, right? And that comes with back testing, right? So you can't really skip steps, and trust me, a veteran can kind of tell when you're trying to skip some steps. Okay, so it has to happen in stages. Step 1 is the consolidation. Step 2, market needs to be swept and come hit our buy zone. Step 3, we need to see that change of character. And step 4, we're looking to take that buy. Right? Give me a 1 if this makes sense right here. Awesome. Awesome. So when we take it back up here, guys, we have our fresh buy zone. A fresh starting point. Okay? Now, when it comes to the starting point entry, we found our buy zone. Now, anytime we find a starting point, what do we need to look for, guys? It's one of the most important things. Finding a starting point to be an entry is very easy. But we need to find one thing in order to actually take this setup. Levels doesn't worry about imbalances. I've never spoke about imbalances ever. We found the rally breakout. It would be our stop loss, guys. Yes, Arturo, we need our stop loss. So once we're able to identify our rally breakout, which automatically gives us a starting point, I need to go ahead and find the lowest wick near the starting point. And that's going to be my stop loss. Okay, I'm literally giving you the blueprint to both setups right now, guys. Right? So I would take very detailed notes or take pictures or screenshot. So this is it right here. This is my starting point. Now, what do you see right here happening, guys? This is that consolidation building up, right? This is 25% of the setup. This is step one. Does that make sense, guys? So when you see the market come down and we touch our buy zone, these buyers just got swept. This liquidity just got swept, guys. Right? So who's looking to buy here? Give me a 1 if you're looking to buy. And give me a 0 if you plan on waiting. He said +1. That's what's up. All right, cool. There's nothing wrong with waiting, right? Nothing wrong with waiting at all. But this is how you catch the head, guys. You want to catch the head? This is it right here. This is step 2. This is 50% of the head and shoulder setup. Consolidation is step 1. 50% of the setup is the head, which is step 2. 75% of the setup is step 3, the change of character. And then 75 is step 4, which is the right shoulder. So we want to enter in this section with our stop loss at the low. And we can go ahead and continue to select minimum 1 to 3 if you like. If you want to go deep into TPs, I already did videos on those a while back. You can go ahead and check the YouTube channel for that. But does this make sense, guys? So as we buy here, fam, we're looking for buys. We are looking to change character. We need this change of character to happen to continue. So boom, we just got that move. TP was hit. Awesome. Awesome. But look what happens, guys. We have the shoulder, we have the head, and we just got this change of character. Do we have a green light on this head and shoulder setup, guys? Yes or no? Yes. Yes. Yes, we do. So with this setup here, guys, we're looking for the same exact thing to happen. The same exact thing. Nothing changes. Consolidation building up. We already know we would like to buy here. My stop loss goes below the low with the minimum 1 to 3 risk to reward. Right? So again, when you open the chart and you see it right here, you have to ask yourself, where are we? Are we at consolidation? Okay, let me go ahead and jump up to 1 time frame higher so I can go ahead and zoom out and see the bigger picture. Okay, cool. I see this head and shoulder setup happening right here. This looks pretty good. I'm just going to go ahead and wait for this. Boom. The banks come in, they manipulate the market, and we get this right shoulder move. And all we have to do is wait for this change of character, and it happens over and over and over again, guys. So you must ask yourself, where are we in the market? Can we wait a little bit? Can we wait in order to catch this big move? Because trust me, I'm not saying, guys, that you can't catch this sell right here. I'm sure you can, right? But the thing is, I would rather go with the trend so I don't always have to be stuck on my chart and on my phone. Because if you're trading this counter trend trade, I'm not saying you can't hit TP, right? I'm not saying none of that. I'm sure you can. I'm sure you're well equipped. I'm sure you did your studying and you know exactly what you need to look for to catch this move. But I don't want to have to be on my phone to manage my trade 24/7. I would rather wait for this continuation to happen, because if this move actually holds, your buy is going to have to get break even or hit your stop loss if you didn't have good money management. Does that make sense, guys? Give me a 10 if that makes sense. And trust me, this used to happen to me a lot. Sometimes I didn't even know I was counter trend trading. I didn't. I was like, oh, that kind of looks like a head and shoulder. I'm going to take it. And then I would be up for a day, right? The market would put me in profit. And then the next day, boom, market's gone. And I'm like, shit, what did I do wrong? Like, it was a pretty solid setup on the 5 minute, on the 15, right? On the 15 minute, it didn't look too bad. But when you go up to the 4 hour, when you go up to the 1 hour, you're like, oh man, I literally caught the sell down to the next buy. And I was like, bro, I gotta start getting better at catching the trend rather than counter trend trading. Right? Because if you guys are trading every day, there is a big chance that you are taking some counter trend trades. Right? So let's go right here, guys. Let's change this up. Change this up. Now, what if we're downtrending, guys? Let's go ahead and we'll use this example right here. What if we're downtrending? Did we just get a BOS to the downside? Yes or no? Yes, sir, Josue. I'm telling you, Josue's quick with it, bro. He's been on his shit. And that's why his markups have been smacking, because he's taking this serious. So if we're downtrending, guys, if we just got a BOS to the downside, what should we be thinking? Continuation or reversal? If we just got a continuation BOS move to the downside, are we thinking continuation or are we thinking reversal? Continuation, right? We literally just got a continuation move. Market is continuing to drop down. It's continuing to drop down, right? So if you just hop on this chart, maybe it's a chart you don't even trade, but you're just looking through charts and you're practicing, you're marking up, and you're like, oh, this is ugly market structure. Kind of looks like it's consolidating. How many of you guys have looked through charts and you're like, yo, this shit is ugly? I've done it. I've done it with y'all, just going through random charts, right? Sometimes these charts are ugly, bro. And a lot of the times they're ugly because they're consolidating. So what do you have to do as the trader? Skip that consolidation, jump on a higher time frame, zoom out so you can see the bigger picture. And sometimes it may not be pretty, but that's what we help you out, and you ask the questions that you need to ask, right? So we all came together in conclusion that we got a BOS to the downside. We should be thinking sells. Yes? Give me a 1 for yes and 3 for no. Oh man, I just spilled coffee on my jacket. Bummer. Yen pairs were ugly last week. All right, guys. So we're seeing consolidation here. Who wants to run me through this setup? What should we be looking for right now? Who wants to step up? I just want to see where your thought process is. Little one-on-one action. Who's down? I'm going to call on somebody. Who want to be called on? Let's see. Uh-oh. You know what? I want to see if a vet. Let me see. Wait for the manipulation. Yes, that is what we should be doing. Right? But we have to find our zone. Right? We have to find our zone. So Daniel, are you Daniel Gutierrez? Are you live with us, bro? Or are you
Dímelo.
Dímelo. All right, bro. We have a BOS to the downside, right? We should have some type of breakout rally, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
All right, cool. So if we have a breakout rally, what should we have in this section here?
A starting point.
All right, cool. So we should mark that up, right?
Right.
Bet. Boom. We have our starting point there. Now, once we find our starting point, what do we need exactly? Well, there's one important thing that we need in order to preserve capital.
Stop loss?
Yes. So we'll just use this high for now, since it's just a line drawing. And we have our entry, and we have our stop loss. And what are we doing, guys? Minimum what risk to reward?
1, 2, 3.
Oh, 1 to 3, guys. 1 to 3. So when you guys are seeing this consolidation, and you guys see it, you're like, oh man, this is a nice sell, bro. I would rather you guys just wait for this sell or wait for a continuation down, right? Because the market is going to confuse you. Consolidation, guys, is meant to confuse you. It's meant to give you some market structure that makes it look like, and then it confusing you, and then the news takes off, and then you get clapped. So I would rather you wait for this sell or wait for a brand new continuation move. Let's just say, boom, we got a brand new breakout. Did we just get a brand new BOS, guys? Yes, which means there should be some type of starting point here. Right? So there is no reason, guys, that we should be counter trend trading and trying to buy up to this sell. We should just wait for the sell confirmations to appear. Give me a 1 if that makes sense. That right there, guys, just waiting. If market's selling, you're like, I'm just going to wait for sell confirmations. That keeps you off the charts every single day. I promise you, that alone will keep you off the charts every single day. Because you know what? I have an alert right here. I'm chilling, bro. Market hasn't done anything. I see a couple people in the powerhouse. They're trying to catch the buy and sell within this, and that's okay. Some people are scalpers. Nothing wrong with that, right? They just have to be very tight with money management. Not saying anything wrong. Nothing's wrong with scalping, guys. However you make your money is how you make your money, right? But I'm waiting for this big move to happen. So my alert's set, guys. I'm chilling. We're chilling. You're at the gym. You're at school. You're at work. You're with your kids. You're doing what you got to do, right? You're with your significant other spending time. All we have to do is wait, fam. So when that news and manipulation hits, boom, we already know what to do. We've been waiting for this for some time now. So are we looking to buy or are we looking to sell in this area, guys? You tell me. We're looking to continue those sales. Continue those sales. Boom. We just got a brand new head and shoulder. We just got brand new confirmation market wants to continue selling. Guys, does this make sense, guys? I try to make this stuff sound a little easy, but sometimes when I do that, kind of make it sound harder in my own head. I'm like, dang, I hope I'm making this shit easy for him. Watch, guys, like, yes, it does sound easier when you're doing it. But that keeps you off the charts every single day, bro. I promise you. Because a lot of you guys are busy. Like, a lot of you guys are hustling. Like, you guys got your family going on. You guys got 2 jobs, a job in school, and you're doing this. Like, trust me, I don't want you on the charts any more than you need to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, any more than you need to be. So, who is ready for some live markups, guys? Bet. Let's go ahead and get to it. I'm just gonna pick up a random, I'm gonna pick a pair that don't even move, bro. CAD CHF, that shit doesn't move at all. It doesn't move, bro. USD CHF, I mean, that moves sometimes. But look, what is happening when we hop on a higher time or the 1 hour time frame? This is literally what the chart gives me, guys. Can I see anything right here, guys? Anything at all that's telling me anything about the market? Nothing. I can't see nothing. What I can see are some equal lows type of liquidity, right? So that's like literally the only thing I can see with this. So let's go ahead and go up a time frame because we have to ask ourselves, where are we, bro? Okay, so let's go to the weekly time frame. I like to start on higher time frames. It gives me a good perspective on where I am. Okay, cool. So we can see here that USD CHF is actually pretty bearish right now on the higher time frame, right? That's very, very bearish. Very, very bearish. Now, notice how even on the weekly, guys, every time frame is going to have a setup. It just takes, some time frames take longer. Weekly, monthly, those setups take months, right? Monthly, those setups take a couple years. But look at this on the weekly, guys. This is even a month setup, I believe. You can see it clear on the monthly. Look at it. Consolidation. So from here to here, 300, let's see, 396, literally just above a year, bro. And we can literally see this, right? You guys can see lower low, lower high, support, resistance. We get a drop, right? We got a continuation BOS. If we go to the lower time frame, just one time frame lower, you can still kind of see it. And I hope it may not confuse you, but that would be it right there. I would like to break above and close above this in order for us to be completely bullish. Now, I know it broke and closed above this to give us some upward momentum. Yes, I do understand that, right? But in order to be completely bullish and continue to rise up to these type of levels, we need to break above this first. Does that make sense, guys?
A question.
What's up?
Question on that topic alone, determining like if the market changes a character on a certain high. I've had issues with like a truly understanding if the market changed a character or if it had not changed a character yet. So is there any tips on choosing like a, a, which high or higher low to choose to really get like a confirmation on that?
Yes. Higher time frames.
Okay.
Start on the higher time frames and work your way down to current price.
Okay.
Because you'll see, like, let's say you're on the monthly. Now the monthly pullback may be way down here.
Yeah.
Right? The daily pullback may be somewhere right here.
Mm-hmm.
The 4-hour pullback may be somewhere right here.
Yes, sir.
And that 1-hour pullback may be something right here.
Right.
Right? So every time frame is going to have their pullback.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so usually the 1 hour, if we can get that 1 hour change of character,
yeah,
that gives us some type of, I wouldn't say like hope or anything. We're just like, okay, maybe the market's going to come go our way. But the real shift from, like, how would I say it, like intraday to swing is breaking that 4-hour time frame.
Okay.
That 4-hour time frame leaps into that daily.
All right.
Especially if both time frames, the market structure is the same, you're like, oh shit, it's gonna get serious right now.
Yeah. All right, then. Awesome, bro.
Kind of like this right here, right? This is also weekly structure, but when I go up to the monthly, it's also monthly structure.
Okay. Yeah.
Right? So for sure, I need to break above that. As of right now, we're actually inside of a big ass starting point. We just haven't changed character yet.
Okay. Awesome,
right?
Bro.
So, I mean, I would like for market to go above this, to be honest, just to clear some liquidity.
Yeah.
But there's probably a starting point at a head and shoulder right here in this area. So let's drop down. It's going to be, I'm just going to use that because that's the starting point. So look at this, guys. Look at this. We have a possible sell zone right here. And the market is actually making equal highs. Trend line liquidity. Right below that. Right below that. So that gives us some incentive that market does want to go higher. Right? We haven't touched a specific sell zone yet, so market could still continue higher. Right? Let's drop down to the 4-hour. So if I'm like this, guys, look at what the 1 hour was telling me. The 1 hour was telling me this, right? I have I don't know nothing with this information. But if I go up to the 4 hour, guys, and I zoom out just a little bit, what can I see now? I have two opportunities, and I would like to see if anybody can see them. Because remember, the market was only showing me this one here. That's all the market was showing me on the 1 hour. Right? But how did we just get down here? What just happened, guys? How did we drop down here? Did we get a BOS to the downside? We did, right? BOS. So would this last buying candle be considered a starting point? Boom. You mark that up. Mark that up. Right? We have equal lows. So I'm kind of liking this one. I'm kind of liking this. Technically, yes, it would be counter trend trading because technically we are very bullish, right? But we haven't hit my specific buy zone. Does anybody see a buy zone in this picture that we can take an opportunity off of for long-term buys? No? Okay. Yes, Andre? All right. If you have the annotate, bro, Edgar, if you have annotate, you can go ahead and draw it up. Just make sure you can delete it. I'm gonna zoom in just a little bit for you. Go ahead if you guys can do that. If you guys see a buy opportunity, Xavier, you too, bro. If you can see the opportunity, go ahead and mark it up to see if, you know, we can go ahead and take that. Awesome. That's one. All right, Zach. That's what I was looking at. Awesome, fellas. That's it. We just got, let's see, lower low, lower high. The manipulation, right? Did we break and close above? Yes, we did. And the last selling candle is right here. Boom. So that's my starting point. Now, my shoulder is going to be right here, guys. My stop loss, unfortunately, has to be this big ass wick. So maybe you don't play the first touch. Maybe you don't play it, right? That's okay. So check me out, guys. The market just bounced off of the starting point. This is an okay buy, right? I would be taking this as opportunity number one. Who would be taking this as opportunity number one? Give me a 1 if you would, and give me a 3 if no. I personally would have taken this as opportunity 1. And let's just do the setup real quick. This is my entry. I always enter off the first touch. And my stop loss would be right below the candle. Right? So if I'm already at a 1-to-1, I'm already at break even. Right? So at this point, risk free for me. And I would be targeting this right here. Right? So in my opinion, that's test trade number 1. And that's fine with me. But look at what it left. Look at what the 1 hour left us, guys. Look at what it left us. Let's delete this. We know it touched it. Does that look like it's ready to go buy up now? Like, don't get me wrong, it's buying up, yes. It's buying up. But is it? They look like they left something behind. They look like they left some liquidity to come take out in the future. Right? So I would personally still be waiting for this area to buy off of in the future. And I would just have an alert right here, guys. I would have an alert. Okay? So in this area, guys, I would be careful because it is a counter trend trade. Maybe this isn't a trade you would take on the first touch. Right? Focus on the structure always. Look at this consolidation. Back, forth, back, forth. Always slightly break out. Okay, cool. Let's continue up. Market's going up. Consolidation. Back, forth, back, forth. Okay, market continues to go up. Oh, market touches our zone. Okay, cool. But maybe you don't enter here at the first touch. Who is with me right now? Who is with me right now? Give me a 1 if you're with me. Maybe you don't enter on the first touch, and that's okay. Why? Because this is a counter trend trade. We know market overall is pretty bullish right now, right? And there's a big higher sell zone way up there, right? So maybe I don't enter off the first touch, but maybe I wait for this this change of character to happen, so I can go ahead and enter here, right, with my right shoulder, with my brand new starting point, and now we can go ahead and take that down. Does that make sense, guys? What's up, Josue?
Yeah, no, bro. I just wanted to ask real quick on like the counter, like a trend, a tra a trading and like this and like the like setups. I caught myself you know, if the market is bullish and I see like or no, if the market is going overall bullish and it's a, to like the a downside, and I have like if I have like a buy zone, like if it's marked up. However, I see a potential a sell zone up higher for it to hit, and then I'll go into like the the like I'm sorry, to continue a downward. Is there any a different a confirmation that helps you to take a counter a trend trade, or is it just all of the same confirm uh, the same confirmations?
The same confirmations.
All right, cool.
The same thing. It's
All right, for sure,
rinse and repeat, bro.
All right, for
Rinse
sure,
and
for sure.
repeat.
Awesome.
Right? If you asked Mike the same question, he would give you the same answer.
Oh, really? Okay.
Right? So like
Gotcha.
when it's counter trend trade, you just wait, bro. You can take half risk, you know, and then just, you know, it is what it is, first touch, half risk test trade.
Yeah.
Or you can just wait for the confirmations.
Okay.
Now with levels, I mean, you can use the value box. You know, that's also a good confirmation. I don't use it personally as much, but it is a good confirmation. But for me, bro, market structure, I promise you, bro, market structure will tell you exactly what it wants to do.
Yeah.
Right? If market structure did not want to sell off that zone, what do you think is going to do, bro? If market structure does not sell off that zone, what do you think it's going to do, bro?
It will. It's fine now. It
ain't going to sell, dog. It's just going to keep going, bro.
Yeah,
it's going to keep breaking through. So we got no confirmation. It'll just disrespect it.
Yeah.
Right? So when that happens, what does that tell us? Oh, snap. Change of character, right?
It's still bullish, or it's still going upside.
It's still going to the upside.
Yeah.
Right? Change of character. Now we wait for that retest. Yes.
Okay. Yes,
Not
sir.
only that, look at what we just got. We got that change of character.
Yes, sir.
We got a brand new breakout rally right here, which means we should have some type of starting point.
Yes,
right
sir.
here. So when you have a violation
Yeah.
with a brand new starting point on top of it, oh, bro, it's literally giving you confirmation. Right? Does that make sense?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But when market does want to respect it,
Right.
what I would like to see
Yes,
is
sir.
consolidation being built up. Now, it doesn't
Okay.
always have to happen,
Yeah.
right? But I would love to see some type of consolidation.
Mhm.
One last push.
And then-
Don't be scared if you already test traded. Don't be scared because you probably got in right here at this first touch, right?
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah,
be
bro. Of
scared
course.
if market goes deeper.
Yeah.
Why? Because we need the setup to play out,
Right.
right? So let's go ahead and break that down one more time.
For sure.
The shoulder and consolidation, guys, is only 50 or 25% of the setup. I would write this down in your notes right now, bro. consolidation, all this liquidity slash shoulder. Oops, I cannot spell. Equals 25% of the setup, right? The manipulation, the breakout, this area right here, this is 50% of the setup. Boom. 50%. Now, once we get this change of character, guys, that's 75% right there. 75%. Bottom. Right? 75%. Now, the main confirmation we need, guys, is this change of character. This right here lets us know market's ready to go down. Right? So once we get that, we find our entries, whether it's the starting point or the shoulder. Once we get inside of here, this is 100% of that setup. Does that make sense? Can't spell. Oh, that thing is huge, bro. Let's see. Let me see. Definitely gotta lower that real quick. Mitigation is the same thing as the right shoulder, and that mitigation slash right shoulder would be 100% of that setup. We can go ahead and take that out here, right? Does that make sense, guys? That makes sense, everybody? I need you guys to let me know right here, right now. One, if it doesn't, you can unmute. You can give me a question mark. No worries. Yo, this coffee is smacking, bro. Crazy bomb. All right, cool. So now, check me out. So when we go back up here, and you entered off the first touch, that was 25% of the setup being built up. Boom. The liquidity sweep happens. What is this, guys? Dog, I literally, I mark up. I be doing some things.
Yeah.
Don't judge me, bro.
You're good.
I be up in the morning getting it in before all y'all. Last one to sleep, first one up. All right, guys. But once this manipulation happens, and we end up going deeper in that zone, would that be 50% of that setup? Oh, bet. Oh, bet. We'll finish with this. Thank you, Bavik. Guys, so once we get in here and market goes a little deeper, that's 50%. It's okay. Don't be scared of the drawdown, okay? I hope you didn't over leverage. Once we get this change of character, that's 75%. We know that market's going to go our way now. So what we can do is we can go ahead, find a new setup, and continue to take it down. Give me a 5 if this makes sense. Guys, I need you guys to practice on being patient. And that helps a lot by jumping on that daily and 4 hour. And looking for the same things that we just did. Find your BOSs. Go from the daily down to the 1 hour. Guys, find your BOSs and just wait. Right now, we are literally in the middle of a sell zone and a buy zone. So you know what's going to happen here, guys? A whole lot of confusion. They're going to make you confused so you can be a part of the liquidity. Bet. Thank you, Bavik. I appreciate you. All right. So only look for the quality setups, guys. Do not get caught in the manipulation. that's going to be having in here. All right? I would like to leave you guys with that. Because when you see this is a perfect sell zone and a perfect buy zone. Why are we trying to buy to this sell and sell to this buy when we can just wait for two high probability setups? Right? Trust me, guys. I used to do the same thing. And I used to be mad. I was like, bro, I think I might be losing more than I am winning. And that's because on lower time frames, there's more opportunities, which means you're going to risk your account more. Right? Now, in higher time frames, there's less opportunities, which means you're going to risk your account less with higher probability setups, especially when you go with the trend. Right? Especially when you go with the trend. Guys, does anybody have any questions before I go ahead and hop off this call tonight?
No, but I just wanted to say that I appreciate you and I appreciate you in the on call, bro. So yeah,
bro, you're the realest, bro. You're the realest. You're the most active one in the levels chat and on these levels calls, bro. So I mean, there's no coincidence that snowball effect has been happening for you. You know, so I'm happy for you. I'm proud of you, bro, and you're just gonna continue to kill it, bro. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts, my boy. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Can this? Yeah, I will send the recording as soon as I get it, ASAP. So I got you guys. But that is it for me, guys. I hope you guys had a great session. I hope you guys got some value. I hope you guys have a great trading week. Practice being patient and trade responsibly. Trade responsibly, guys. But with that being said, I will go ahead and see you guys on Friday. Peace and love, everybody.